Let's bring out our first guest. He's my partner. This is a cleverly disguised advertisement for our show Rick and Morty. Our first guest is co-creator of Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland. Hi, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
You know, I just want to say I think you look as svelte as ever.
Ah, thanks, buddy.
I don't know about all this talk about being overweight. You look beautiful.
Thanks, Justin.
And after the show, I got a bag of Doritos waiting for you with your name on it.
Oh, he's like the Colonel, and I'm Elvis. He's hooking me.
I'm like an enably.
He keeps me going with riboflavin, and
He's like Flanagan to Graham Parsons.
yeah.
Murdered Graham Parsons, you guys.
Hey, listen, it's an honor to be here. And boy, oh boy, do we have something really special in store for all of you tonight.
Justin has a thing he was talking about backstage. Now, you're a guy who on any given day, you'll talk about Skull Island with the gold and the reserves and the...
Talk about the fucking Woodrow Wilson Federal Reserve, fucking Jekyll Island.
You're sort of a doomsday prepper. You're kind of a...
I mean, listen, a show of hands. I can't see you because the lights are bright. But a show of hands. How many people think this country is just going right down into the poopy hole? Can I get a show of hands?
Well, nobody's going to...
Anybody?
Who's gonna? You think Captain America's here?
Raising their hands.
One guy is gonna be like two sparklers, and no one profits from saying that America's doing great. That was the 40s.
But you know,
the only way to earn $1 right now is to say we're fucked. That's the only thing that anyone's buying.
We're really fucked, ladies and gentlemen. And if you just put $1 on the edge of the stage there.
But you, specifically, you think that we're fucked for a really specific Art Bell kind of reason.
Well, here's the thing. We do know that the Earth is being polluted. We do know that we as a human race, we've crossed a threshold in technology that is causing just chaos. I mean, we're all glued to these fucking little tablet screens and everything. And we probably think, hey, this is good for us. This is great and wonderful.
Seems healthy.
But what you don't realize is that for the last century... the gray, almond-eyed aliens have been living among us. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to fucking be I'm dead serious. I believe this to be true. And I know that they've been here.
You're still being funny.
Look, you can laugh with me or at me.
But you have to laugh.
But I'd prefer you laugh at me if you don't believe it. Because it's true. And they are here to enslave the human race and take the planet Earth from us. And they're going to come here and they're going to say, oh, we want to fix it all for you. You're polluting it and you're doing this and that and the other thing. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're the gray-eyed, almond-shaped aliens. And we're here and we're going to go ahead and fix it all for you. We're going to get rid of the nuclear bombs. We're going to get rid of all the shit China's doing and polluting the waters and all that shit.
So they're going to come to Earth and they're going to say, we're here to help you with China.
Exactly. But...
And China's going to go, you have almond eyes! How can you do this?
Same team.
Your eyes are shaped like beautiful almonds!
And the almond farmers especially are going to be upset about this. But the fact remains, don't trust these fucking aliens. They're coming to enslave us, to take over the planet, and to harvest the resources of Earth. And questions, please. Should we introduce our...
One question before we bring out our panel of questioners.
Our esteemed panel.
Those resources are in order.
Yes.
Water, gold... I don't know. All right, you know what?
Water, dirt. We got a lot of dirt here.
Let's bring out some professional...
Oxygen.
People who...
Isn't it hydrogen they want? Like that makes fuel.
Listen, man, this planet is very rare. I mean, ask your local scientist at the Scientist Center, how many other Earths have they found yet that fit the descriptions?
How many scientist centers have you found?
There is... you're right.
My favorite thing is that you brought out your phone because when you were going to warn people about the alien invasion, there's some shit you might forget. It's not that important yet. Soylent Green is...
Listen,
hold on a second. Soylent Green is people.
I had to come prepared. I am doing this for you.
Evernote.
I had to make sure I didn't forget any of the most important things that have to do with my message that I'm delivering to you people, and I hope you spread it after tonight.
Well, I have a surprise for you because we have a bona fide global level journalist here from The Daily Show, Mr. John Oliver. He's a professional. He's a professional.
Wow. Wow. You know how to sell your show. You have to get on the Tonight Show before Leno leaves to promote Rick and Morty. I don't want to talk about it, Jay. What's the point? We're all working for aliens. You're all living a lie. Yeah, I'll stay after the break, sure, yeah.
John, do you have any questions about...
I have so many questions.
Go ahead, try.
But they're not so much about aliens as the source of which this information is coming from. What's happening in your head?
The truth is happening in my head.
You sound like Rand Paul's more extreme brother.
Listen, I have a direct connection to the others. They are a very far-off race that is sending me telepathic messages and letting me know that I must communicate to humanity.
Well, then you're the threat.
What?
Well, just
That's
because someone has
entirely
almond
fair
eyes, I'm more scared of the guy with a mental connection to another...
You know, you want to be scared of people with mental connections, then...
I can't wait to hear where this sentence is going. I cannot wait.
Eat Skittles.
I just want to enjoy the moment of that sentence hanging in the air. Now finish it.
I don't have any... I'm sorry. Ask me a question. Go ahead. Try to fucking...
Justin, what's your big fear when the almond-eyed
aliens?
Yeah, aliens come. What's the first thing that they're going to affect?
My biggest fear is that, they're going to come down and they're going to say, all right, y'all, here's the deal. We're a bunch of almond-eyed aliens. And y'all are real scared of us. But hold on to your seatbelts because we're here to get rid of all the trouble, right?
And they sound nice.
Yeah. I know, right?
So
they have a
folksy.
southern accent, and yeah. And then, what's really going to happen is they're going to start to... Well, what they've been doing for the last century...
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. Did I skip too far ahead?
They've been...
For the last century...
The almond-eyed aliens have been here for a century?
Yeah, they've been here for a century, and what they've been doing is they've been abducting humans, and then they've been fucking, interbreeding and shit, and causing this... Because the problem is they can't survive in our... atmosphere. They can't survive in our atmosphere, and the reason why is because they're fucking alien with almond eyes. They don't survive in this atmosphere. Of
course.
So what do they do?
Justin,
what do they do? They live underwater in spaceships. They live underground.
Naturally.
And yeah, go ahead.
Justin, what is your beef with almond-shaped eyes? Also, what is the advantage for the aliens to have almond-shaped eyes? What sort of edge does that give
Well,
them?
you got me there. You got me there. I'm not even going to try to have an answer for you on that one. Wait a minute.
In their
Evolution.
galaxy, there was a million years ago, there was a huge race war between aliens with saucer-shaped eyes and aliens that just had a Knight Rider slit across their face.
Yes, thank you.
You're not. It's not just about answers. You're posing questions, or you're at least inflecting up at the end of a sentence.
I have another surprise for you, Justin.
I'm trying to ease these people into the reality.
Well, you did not do that.
No,
in no sense did you ease anyone into anything. You came in hot.
You've created chaos.
There was no sense of, I got a couple of anecdotes, and then it was, you came in shouting at traffic.
Listen, you want to believe what you want to believe. That's fine. But I'm telling you right now, they are here. They've been doing all this crazy shit.
What's your proof? What evidence do you have to convince me?
Shit, that's a really good question. Chemtrails? No.
I have another surprise for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a medical expert here.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
She worked at St. Scrubs for 8 years under Bill Lawrence. Please welcome Sarah Chalke.
Yeah!
And she found out she was doing the show tonight. Was it tonight? Because you followed me on Twitter?
Well, thank God I follow @Dan Harmon on Twitter. Otherwise, I'd be like the douche who didn't show up tonight. I was reading his Twitter, and it was like, @Dan Harmon, @Largo, with @John Oliver, and @Justin Roiland, and @Sarah Chalke. And I was like, oh, I think that's me.
I apologize.
I mean, that's me. And then I get emails from Largo, which then confirmed that.
You are to be here tonight?
So have you heard Justin's theories as a medical professional?
Well, that's not actually why he brought me here.
Oh, also you do a voice on Rick and Morty.
I would have preferred the bona fide journalist introduction.
I'm even less a journalist than you are a doctor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the devil's advocate to my theory.
Of the interbreeding. I don't know if you've noticed.
Sarah, you play the mom on Rick and Morty. That's why you're really here. And John Oliver plays a guest in the.
We're going to be showing 2 episodes. And John Oliver plays a wonderful character in the second one, the Christmas one, which you'll see tonight.
I really hope that when you press play, it's not an episode. It's just your face ranting more about aliens.
A really well thought, like I took the time to really write it out and make it clear. It's just my face with a glowing backlight.
Because you guys have no idea what to expect. Have you seen anything of Rick and Morty since you did your voice work in front of a microphone?
No, I haven't. I saw a couple of the animatics from early on, but I got, that's what it's called, right?
Animatics?
The animatics. That's how you pronounce it in Canada. But I got the part because I could burp on cue, right, Justin?
You're very good. Very easy to direct. In fact, most of the time, no direction necessary at all. Just she shows up and, all right, that's it, we're done. You did a great job.
Is that because...
Cut it in and print, wrap.
Is that because you weren't listening to her, you were thinking about lizard people?
Yes.
That was good, Sarah. It's just I've got bigger issues right now. I need to live underground.
It's hard to multitask the direction of an actor while you're putting canned goods on a shelf and shotgun shells.
How easy. You guys all laugh and mock me, but I swear to God, when they fucking show up, and you guys are all going like, fuck.
Here's my beef, Justin.
Justin,
right. When they show up, you said they've been here for a century.
Yeah, they've been here for a century,
Now you're warning us about them arriving.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, they've been here for a century. Here's the thing. They cannot survive in our atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen.
They have for a century, by your own admission.
No, they can't.
Are they texting you?
They can't live on the surface of Earth, okay? They can't just walk around and skate around like we do and ride our bikes and shit. They can't do that. So what they've been doing is they've been interbreeding with our species for 2 reasons. One, because if they fucking, interbreed with our species, then they're going to have a connection to humanity, right? So when they do finally show up and go, oh, we've finally, after 100 years and some odd change, we finally made a fucking version of hybrid us and you that can totally live and hang out on Earth without any trouble. Then the fucking...
I feel like a majority of us would then at that point go, well, you should have been upfront about it, but welcome. It's kind of our stock and trade is
that's what's gonna
intermingling
happen.
of DNA. That's what we've been up to this whole time.
And then that's going to happen, like he said, and then they're going to be like, oh, and here, by the way...
How do you...
go ahead, sorry.
You go ahead.
I was going to say, like, fucking the people we made that are hybrids, they're telepathically connected with us, but, they're related to you, so you can't hate them, and here we go. And then all of a sudden, flash forward 100 years, we're all now telepathically connected with them, and now they're monitoring our dreams, and now they're recording every thought we have, because they're all fucking... We all have their DNA pumping through our blood, and then they enslave us... take over the resources of the planet Earth.
This is getting so close to a racial purity argument. You just need to substitute 2 words in any of that, and
I'm trying to warn you from this.
Behind you.
We as a human race need to stand up and fight these gray, almond-shaped-eyed alien people.
Who are sometimes disguised as regular almond-eyed people.
Right.
Like Tiger Woods or... Sometimes they just look like Halle Berry. Kind of foxy.
Listen, I'm not racist. I'm not racist, if that's what you're implying.
But if I were, it would go a little something like this.
But I honestly, like, you've seen Alien Nation with Mandy Patinkin and James Caan. Yeah. The idea, we're all prepared for that. The idea that based on our experience here on Earth, that what tends to happen
Have you ever seen V?
Yeah, and
it's a lot more like V than Alien Nation, man. Because it's like, oh, they're cool, they're gonna fucking help us out, and then they're gonna be like, fucking.
Well, that's just because of the genre of TV.
Oh, shit,
I mean,
we're fucked now.
Sometimes things are like NYPD Blue. Sometimes things are like Barney Miller. It just depends if people are laughing. It's the same show.
It's the guy that showed his ass on NYPD. Am I thinking of a different show? Dennis Franz. You guys all remember Dennis Franz showing his ass?
Justin, how much of this is based on actual evidence and not just paranoia?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you people in the audience that everything I just said is based on actual evidence. It's all 100% true. If you want to go home and fucking, pretend like all I said was a bunch of dumb nonsense, then you know what? Go ahead and sleep fucking soundly at night tonight and for the next coming weeks. But I swear to God, when those aliens come and they start abducting your children and impregnating your daughters with half alien human
here we go.
And
this is where I get edgy.
When they're there at Thanksgiving and they got engine blocks on your lawn.
You're gonna be in real trouble then.
They're putting weird shit in your DVR. It's like you paid for that. You're gonna call back up this episode of Harmontown. You're gonna put it back in your computer and you're gonna turn it up and put your little earbuds in and you're gonna go, holy shit! That fucking guy who we all laughed at, he was right. And now the planet is void of war. It's peaceful. There's no more nuclear weapons. But I swear to God, these fucking gray Ammonite aliens, they're taking over. And they're enslaving the human race. We're going to be in servitude to them. You guys all like going to Blockbuster on the weekend and renting a movie?
It's shut down this week.
Exactly.
Literally this week.
That's my point. That's what the aliens are going to do.
My point.
The aliens are going to shut it down. The aliens are going to shut it down.
They didn't shut it down. The inevitable advance of technology.
That's what they want you to think.
Redundant.
And cheese factory's next.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, do you remember when Twinkies went out of business?
Cheese factory.
Who brought it back? Probably the fucking descendants of those disgusting gray aliens with their almond eyes, and they're merging
and their
with
huge
humans
cocks
and the huge, massive cocks. And also, they're really good at Monopoly. I mean, they will fucking.
It's a new stereotype.
That is a surefire sign.
Keep your eye on them. They're
if
really
you're playing
good.
Monopoly,
they love Monopoly.
There's some guy there you don't know or girl, and they have sort of almond-shaped eyes, and they're just
Justin.
Yeah.
Describe another shape of eye. There's almond eyes versus.
I hear a lot of stories about the lizard men and all these other kind of aliens. No. There's just one alien that is here, that is present, that is currently living on this sphere that we call Earth, that's floating in the middle of space, that we are a bunch of fucking idiots bumping around into each other on. And those are the gray, almond-eyed shaped aliens.
Wait.
And they're fucking creepy. They're killing cattle. I mean, I could go on and on about these characters.
That's just basic butchering.
Yeah, I mean,
Are
you going to put up for this?
We barbecue them. They're delicious.
Are you going
It's
to
a
put up for this?
high-protein beef. I think it's a little unfair to
Sarah
say.
Chalke, you've been kind of quiet. Are you either an alien or have you
She
ever
does
seen,
have beautiful almond-shaped eyes.
Easy, Justin.
Yes.
have you ever seen a UFO?
I saw Gravity this weekend, so I got
Close enough.
I have seen that. I was brought here because I am one of the obviously interbred.
Well, let's have a dialogue
children.
between these guys. Let's finally.
Have you ever met one of us before?
No,
They seem kind of cool. They're nice.
I'm super duper scared, and I wouldn't move to Alaska if that's what you're asking me, because that's where most of the abductions and sexual organ transplants are taking
No,
place.
I just wanted you to
tell
move to
Sarah
Canada.
Tell Sarah Chalke everything you want to
Sarah
tell
Chalke
the,
and the almond eyes and ask
have
her
a
questions.
dialogue.
Will you tell these people that, like, it's all good if they want to come here and, save us from ourselves and, stop all the pollution and get rid of all these nuclear weapons, but can they just totally not enslave us as a race and then, like, kill us off and, make this crazy... we're just going to be lifting weights for them. We're going to be
But
building
then what would be
pyramids
the
for them.
point? Why would we come here?
She's got a really good point.
I mean,
You know
we
what?
would have just stayed on our planet then where we actually
Exactly.
do run everything.
I can't believe you're winning me over with this, but
I mean, it is a compelling argument.
you know what, guys? Honestly, the really bad stuff won't happen until after we're all dead, anyways.
Right.
So,
and
like,
don't you think, Sarah,
she's
as,
right.
as a
She's
representative
totally right.
of the aliens, wouldn't you think guys like me and Justin and John Oliver and Jeff and most of the people here in the Harmontown audience, we'd be kind of like, We'd have a pass, right? Like,
Yeah. Would you give us a pass?
Oh yeah.
We get to hang out.
There's gonna be like a there
Can we
already
get like the
is.
PlayStation 4 real quick and early, and like the Xbox One,
Or like a
without having
Subway
to
black
line?
card.
Yeah.
$5 footlongs for life.
Is that a thing?
Totally. I don't have a lot of skills actually, but the ones that I do have, there will be rock band. There will be limbo, because that's one of the only things I can do.
I'm into that. I like that. That's a good
I can
thing.
write with my feet, so all of the writing will be with my feet. That's how you can tell I'm an alien, because I have finger toes. They're half the length of my feet.
You know, I
I'll
gotta
write
tell
something
ya.
for you guys.
I feel like Justin's paranoia was dispelled simply by a woman looking him in the eyes.
Which could be said about a lot of internet
From the almond
anxiety.
eyes.
Sometimes you just need Sarah Chalke to stare at you for a moment, and you stop being.
Listen, if all the aliens, hybrid human greys look like her, then fine.
What?
That is literally a Nazi argument. Literally describing the Aryan super race.
Literally, though, the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, Justin.
Well, that's how they get a
If you
football.
said these things from a balcony and you were yelling, it's a whole different thing.
No, but that's why I wanted to be Beth and come on your show, because now, as a result, you'll all be welcome in the little Canadian enclave that we live in.
That sounds
all of
nice.
us.
It
It's
sounds
really
French.
nice.
You guys have no idea how fucked we are as a human race.
How long? What's
We're
gonna be
so
Subway and
figuratively fucked.
Sarah, you got to look him in the eyes again. It's
Justin.
the only way to talk him
Justin.
off the edge. There you go. He's down.
That's
He's
the
fine.
only.
We're good.
There
will be
should be a
Subway and
special
Limbo.
window above the internet where there's just
PS4.
eye contact with a
hold
woman
on.
would solve every argument.
And more
There's
so,
only
more
one
so, it
thing
should
we
be-
can
it should be
do.
Canadian women, because the Canadians are very nice. And very
There's only
sweet.
one thing we can do to
Except for
fight
Rob
the
Ford.
aliens when they get here, and that's play this song on our iPads and iPhones.
And the sky is gray.
It should be said that none of this Kettle One is being drunk at this point. These bottles are all full.
Aliens
Are
are
we-
coming.
Has that been 45 minutes? Are we?
Not even close. We have another hour to go.
That doesn't even make sense.
We're at 8:39, Dan. We're at 8:39.